If you are interested in how to make such a nice little Christmas card, then stay tuned and I will show you exactly how to do this. Hi, here's Max, and today I have another little Christmas card for you. You will need a standard top folding card in 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch. A red panel which is a little bit smaller than the card base in 4 by 5 1/2. A midnight blue piece of origami paper in 4 by 4 1/2. A small piece of white cardstock with 4 by 3. And another white piece with 4 by 1 1/2. And we are getting smaller and smaller with a piece of black cardstock with 4 by 3/4. And last but not least, a square piece of gold glitter paper with 4 by 4 inches. And now we can finally start. I'm starting with the red panel and the 2 last but 1 circle dies by Sizzix. The smaller one I'm using for the panel. And I will be using both of the dies to build the frame out of the glitter paper and the bigger one for the small black piece. And this is how all the pieces should look like once this is all done. I'm cutting the black piece diagonally at the small edges and rounding the corners. Next I'm working on the white pieces and using the houses and the trees of the sleigh ride edges by Stampin' Up. I'm separating them carefully and cutting the missing edges with my scissors. Now I'm using Ranger Distressing in Tumbled glass and covering the trees and the houses with some leftover pieces. I'm using the blending tool to sponge the edges to build some contrast between the 2 white pieces. Afterwards, I'm smoothly coloring the trees with forest moss. And now I'm arranging the already done pieces. First I'm placing the white pieces onto the navy blue background so that they are filling the lower part of the circle in the panel. As soon as this is okay, I'm tracing the circle lightly with a pencil before removing the panel again. Outside these circle marks I'm placing some others so that I will find the correct position again to adhere the piece onto the next one. Afterwards I'm adhering the next piece in the same way onto the background. The excess will simply be cut with the scissors again. Now I'm positioning the sleigh from the Magic Christmas stamp set onto the background to find the right position. Then I'm picking it up with the Fiskars stamp press, which has a grid that I'm using for better orientation. And then I'm simply stamping the image with Memento Tuxedo black ink. I made a little circle stamp out of the leftover pieces of a stamp set and I'm now using it to create a moon. I'm also first positioning it with the help of the panel and again picking it up with the stamp press. I'm using white pigment ink for this, even if it will not fully cover the blue paper. But this is exactly the way I want to create the textured moon. And while this is drying, I'm now working on the panel. The glitter frame will be adhered with glossy accents, as this is drying very quickly. And so, this will be representing our snow globe. And just to do something different, I decided this time not to do a shaker card. The base of the globe is built by the black piece that we already brought in shape. And even if this is not a shaker card this time, I'm using a smooth acetate to create another foil effect, which I will come to in a moment. I'm adhering the foil with glossy accents again and pressing it firmly to the panel. And afterwards I'm adhering the panel to the background, again using glossy accents, as this simply works best for me when working with acetate. And to adhere the lower part of the background I'm using some tape runner. But I should have paid more attention to put the tape onto the correct side. And so I have to cut that piece and also the white piece to keep the cascading layers. And then I'm putting the tape onto the correct side. Both pieces will now be put together and the excess will be cut off again. For the sentiment I'm using some ribbon this time that has Merry Christmas printed on it. Sorry, but I only had it in German, otherwise I would have created a second version in English too. I'm winding it around the lower part and tying a bow, even if this took me a while this time. And then I'm drawing some highlights onto the base of the globe before creating snowflakes with the gel pen onto the acetate. The gel pen will not be soaked into the foil, of course, and thereby is building small micro pearls on the foil. This gives a nice little dimensional effect to the snowflakes. And finally I'm using some foam tape on the back of the background to give the panel some dimension too. I'm also fixing the ribbon by this on the background while it is staying loosely on top of the card. And now I'm removing the cover paper and adhering the panel to the card base. And that's our card for today. I hope you liked it and give me a thumbs up. I'm also looking forward to reading your comments and suggestions, which you can leave as usual in the comments box below. And if you still did not do it, I would love to have you subscribe. By this you show me that you like what I'm doing and you will be notified immediately when a new video is uploaded. If you would like to see more, then just click on the images below or find the links in the description box as well as in the info cards. Thanks again for watching and I hope to have you back next time again. Take care and bye bye!